Joel Hetrick's comeback bid in the 2019 ATV National Motocross Championship is on. At the last race at Muddy Creek, he made short work of series points leader Chad Wienen to get the lead in Moto 1. A battle ensued behind him while the 88 took off and scored the first Moto win. Bumping and banging off the start slowed him in Moto 2, leading to a colossal duel for the lead with Wienen, who did everything he could to block the 88 from taking the lead. Finally, Hetrick found an opening and took his Phoenix Racing Honda to 1-1 scores. Still, bad luck at previous events leaves him in a big points hole. Can he keep winning motos? Round 6 from Wienen's home track is next. America's heartland, Sunset Ridge in Walnut, Illinois, host of Round 6 of the 2019 ATV National Motocross Championship. Amateur riders are lined up and ready to put in their laps, those of all ages on a variety of size ATVs. Shout out to Jan Piskel with the Breast Cancer Awareness Tent and a dog show to help raise some funds. Perfect fit for the family atmosphere at these events. And you'll see some of the riders and machines getting in on the pink livery theme as well, like Alan Myers and Sammy Rowe. Sammy getting warmed up for his motos here. Even got the pink shirt. There's Wes Lewis on his number 79. Hey, Nick Janusa and the Gen USA squad ready to go. So is the Phoenix Racing Honda team, Hayden Mickelson and his quad. Going to take that out of the trailer and do some riding in a bit. Brandon Hogue here, who edged Mickelson for last year's Pro-Am Championship, is ready on his 26. Cody Ford on the number 52. This is Jaron Cochran's Honda 450 here. Zach Kazmarek on the very colorful number 41. Sunset Ridge Bob having a conversation with Chad Wienen, probably about track conditions. There's Joel Hetrick's machine. This is Jeffrey Rastrelli in a good mood. It's overcast conditions, but luckily, probably not rain in the forecast. Thomas Brown and the rest of the riders have had enough mud this year.
Here, Sunset Ridge, man, I really like this place. We had a good race last weekend at Muddy Creek, second moto. We battled up front with those guys and really got to see what Chad and Joel's pace was. So I'm here, I'm happy, and I'm ready to do it again. It's been a 2-week break. I took the first weekend and went to surprise my girlfriend with her family in Antigua and popped the big question, asked her to marry me, and I'm the lucky one, and she said yes. So it's been on my mind for a little bit now, so it's a weight off my shoulders. I'm super excited to get out there and have some fun and see what we can do. Hopefully knock off a win or at least a podium. We just want to keep it rolling and keep getting good points.
Whoa, all right. Thomas Brown already a winner off the track. We'll see if he can do it on it. To do it, though, you got to go through the big number 1. This is Chad Wienen, the Illinois native's home track.
All right, here we are, Walnut, Illinois, home race this weekend. A lot of friends and family come out for this race. Huge support, and it really does motivate me to do better. But obviously, I want to try and do really good at every single event. But it's the busiest weekend of the year just because he has so many friends and family here, and I got probably more laps around this track than anybody here. So I know it very well. Made some good changes coming off the last round that I was really happy with, and I feel like we're going to have a little bit more speed this weekend. So I'm really excited for that. We've got some cloudy skies today. We don't know what it's going to do, but we're going to be prepared for anything, and we're just going to try and put our Yamaha back on the top step of the box and try and get some of these points in our direction again and see what we can do.
17-point lead for Wienen in the standings over Joel Hetrick right now. There's Harv Whipple hosting the AMA Riders meeting. We're going to send the riders out on track for qualifying after this. ATV Motocross is brought to you by Rocky Mountain ATV MC and by Maxxis. Welcome back. Racer TV's coverage of ATV National Motocross. Fastest riders in the business ready to roll out for qualifying. It includes Chad Wienen. It's cool to see Joel Hetrick there, by the way, watching the kids on minis go out as well. Let's watch Big Chad throw it sideways on that uphill jump. Back to Hetrick running the pink livery for Breast Cancer Awareness this weekend on his normally red Phoenix Racing Honda. That's some great dirt in the way it's all shaped up as you watch Thomas Brown. And because of the overcast conditions, I don't think it's going to dry out. Riders probably going to be happy about that. This is Jeffrey Rastrelli on the 28, the Baldwin Racing ride. Always a podium contender. Then you got Nick Janusa coming through on his Yamaha. Janusa getting established in the pro class, a couple seasons under his belt. Then you have the rookie Hogue on the 26. And this is Mickelson, another one of the rookies. Got the distinctive long locks coming out of the back. He is the teammate of Hedrick and has shown some good speed this year. 38, Sam Rowe. He's Alan Myers on the number 24 Yamaha. Another rookie. We'll throw the shout out to the 52 of Cody Ford. The 41, Zach Kaczmarek. And Dylan Tremelin on the 940. 563, that's Jaron Cochran. And when it was all over, we took the lap times, and the DirtNation.com fast qualifier is Joel Hedrick. But keep an eye on those threatening skies. I thought it would be overcast, and that would be okay, but the skies keep getting darker. Now they have the full tent set up at Phoenix Racing. Let's check in with the 88 of Joel Hedrick.
What's up, guys? We're here at Sunset Ridge MX. I'm definitely excited to be here. My second straight win right now. I'm pushing for number 3 today, and it's looking like it's going to be a fun track. They added a couple sections, a couple cool bank turns. Pretty pumped for them. We did the riding school for Team USA Thursday. That was an awesome turnout, and it was pretty fun to get on the track before we race it. We normally don't get to do that, so I was pumped on that, and I was pumped on the changes. I'm ready to have a solid weekend. We're dressed in pink this weekend, supporting breast cancer awareness. I'm happy to do it, and happy to support, and just looking for a good weekend on the podium.
Yeah, well, look what's happened now. The threatening skies have gone beyond threats. This is real. Yet another mud race en route for ATV Motocross. This is going to get wild. ATV Motocross is brought to you by Rocky Mountain ATV MC and by Maxxis. Well, rain or shine, we go motocross racing, and the riders in the ATV National Motocross Championship know it all too well. It seems like, Nick Janusa knows if it can happen, it will. We thought the overcast might lead to good conditions, but nope, now it's a full-on butter. Let's go racing anyway from Sunset Ridge. Well, Joel Hedrick just got the most important hole shot you can get, a hole shot in a mud race. I think Ford in second has already ripped his goggles. That shows you how deplorable these conditions are. I don't even know, but I think Jeff Rastrelli has taken the lead here. Hedrick getting sideways. So Rastrelli into the number 1 spot. So much for that hole shot for Hedrick, but we do not see Chad Wienen or Thomas Brown, usual podium runners, in the mix right now. So this is Rastrelli's golden opportunity in the mud. Ford, same thing, great run. He is in second. Actually, Alan Myers moved to third. So Alan Myers, right where he wants to be, in front of Hedrick and Wienen. Been an okay season for Rastrelli, but I have a feeling he wants more. He's been battling it out for podiums, but a moto win would be big. I know it's early in a race to call that, but in the mud, it's going to be so hard to catch him. And the vision is going to be such a big issue. The young man from Florida in control right now. Whoa, Alan Myers up on 2 wheels, riding the bike, as they would say in 4-wheel truck racing. Look at Cody Ford closing the gap. And now looks like the goggle's about to be tossed by Rastrelli, and he's barely able to do it. My bad, looks like Ford is still pulling roll-off, so he actually still has goggles, and he takes advantage. Rastrelli gets stuck, and Cody Ford to the lead. First full year in the pro class for Ford. He also runs our production stock premier class as well. What if he were to hold on and win the moto? The difficulty is, though, he'll have Joel Hedrick now bearing down on him. Last time we had a mud race, by the way, Hedrick had all sorts of mechanical problems and didn't finish either moto. That's what has put him in a hole in this championship. So this is the opportunity he's been waiting for, because at least it appears for now there's an opportunity to make up ground on Wienen. These riders putting their heads down, trying to duck the roost for as much as they can. Hetrick closing up on Ford. Where can he pass him in the mud? He takes a look over and he sees Alan Myers and Wienen. Wienen has moved to fourth. So Hetrick has to go, looking for an opening on the rookie. He seizes it. There it is. Hetrick to the lead. That was clutch. Oh no, Thomas Brown. And the mud finds another victim. It has wreaked havoc on these machines in the past. Let's see if Hetrick can hold on. ATV Motocross is brought to you by Rocky Mountain ATV MC and by Maxxis. That was a very disappointed Thomas Brown that you saw there off the side of the track. Was gunning for second place, and now he's run into trouble. Hetrick trying to bring it home. Cody Ford and Alan Myers, good job by the young guns, taking advantage of the bad conditions to lead here. Ford did get a couple laps led in this moto, now still running in a podium position along with Myers. And Joel Hetrick, those guys are his best friends right now. He really needs them to hold off Wienen. Seems like nearly every time, even when Hetrick wins, Wienen gets second. He can't make up much ground on the points that way. And look, it's happened again. That's Chad Wienen up to second. Ford and Myers still right there, and this is what Chad Wienen does. He minimizes the damage on the bad days. He has not finished off the podium since 2012. Just a difficult thing for Hetrick to deal with. He won this title once. Coulda, shoulda, woulda, in his mind, won it last year, but he had a mechanical problem, a broken chain in the last race. Wienen took advantage. Wienen won last year's title by a point. Checking back in with Jeffrey Rastrelli. Oh, what might have been leading this one early, but then he got stuck. Sammy Rowe getting stuck, and that is right on the main race line. So that's a scary proposition. Even if you don't get off track, you can get stuck in these conditions. Looks like Wienen is cruising now in second. Cody Ford going to come through in third. So Joel Hetrick doing all he can do, continuing to win motos here at ATV Motocross, close up a little bit on the 17-point deficit. Remember, we will have a second moto, as is tradition. Even in the mud, we'll run it. So this time they keep the engine running. There's Cody Ford. His best moto finish this year, a 7th until now, going for a top 3. Hayden Mickelson and Wesley Wolf having a good battle. Wow, look at Wolf. Full send around the outside. Mickelson gets hung up. Rastrelli going to jump in there as well. Checkered flag is out. Hetrick takes another moto win and another small bite out of that 17-point deficit in the series. But not as big as he had hoped, because once again Chad Wienen able to persevere and puts the Wienen Motorsports Yamaha into second. Let's see if Ford can hold on. There it is. First ever moto podium for the rookie. Hetrick washing out the eyes. Everyone's struggling. And we've got a second moto coming up. Look at all the tape to try to keep the water out of Ford's machine for the second moto. Mechanics, they know start's so critical, they're prepping to start positions. Here we go, Moto 2. Wienen a good start into turn 1. But it's Brown who's going to get the whole shot. He came in a little wide, held more speed. Almost didn't recognize him at first because he doesn't have the normal blue colors on that Yamaha. Now a bunch of bumping and banging around. The 24 is Myers. He has flipped it. Not the usual aggressive pace early in this moto. Hard to believe you see Wienen cruising around like that in second, and that is still second place. No one even catching these two right now. Well, way to avenge the machine problems in the first moto for Brown. Trying to check out right now, and Wienen trying to make the points back that he lost to Hetrick in Moto 1. Where is Hetrick? That's third, fourth, fifth, about sixth in the 88, right behind the 15 of Janusa. So he has some work to do. Wow, getting over the triple step up, Brown. Okay, so the track is better in this moto. It looked drier. Riding style in the corners will belie that at times. There it is. Brown really starting to dig in. 1 lap complete here at Moto 2 at Sunset Ridge. See if Thomas Brown can win this one. Got a nice lead over Wienen already. That's Wesley Wolf in third. Remember, had a strong close in the first moto. Fourth is Rastrelli, then this battle. Janusa versus Hetrick. And Thomas Brown still charging. Looks like Wienen closing the gap a little bit. Then Rastrelli third. Wolf in the battle with Hetrick now. Rastrelli making a pass. I don't know where these riders are finding room to make those moves. Problem in a mud race is they'll dry out the one main line by churning it up, but you go around that, and there's often still either slick or heavy mud. So you try to make a pass, and it usually works out to your detriment. Whoa! Hetrick's machine is steaming badly. Could he be facing another DNF in the mud? See if he can hang in there as Brown continues to lead. ATV Motocross is brought to you by Rocky Mountain ATV MC and by Maxxis. Well, a couple of problems for Thomas Brown. That is roll-off string coming out of the back of his goggles, and he's got pressure from Chad Wienen, so he's not going to be able to get clear vision. If he gets into lap traffic and gets roosted, that's going to be a problem. Not a lot of standing water left in the track, so I don't think he'll splash himself that badly. A little further back at a battle with Wesley Wolf and Nick Janusa. I believe Joel Hetrick is still circulating, but his machine is ailing. We saw the steam coming out. He's got to bring that thing home, or he's going to lose a ton of points. Rastrelli third. And it's still steaming, but still running. Brown holding on to the lead. That'd be a little difficult for Wienen to figure out how to get close with that roll-off string dangling. But he needs to. Remember the points. Wienen, if he could win this moto, he'd win the overall at his home race. Rastrelli still third. The countdown clock continues. Can Hetrick get all the way to the finish and just salvage it? Janusa and Wolf still going at it for fifth. Oh no, there it is! Hetrick, it has come to a stop. An absolute disaster. He needed to be nearly perfect in the second half of the season. Instead, it appears he will give a bunch of points to Wienen today. Wienen, meanwhile, focused on trying to get Brown for the lead. Looks like he might be a little bit quicker, but where can he make the move? And he's gonna have to deal with that roll-off film right in his face. Now Brandon Hogue with problems. It's just inevitable in the mud races. There it is. Brown is trying to ditch the goggles, and now they are hanging out of the back, and then he goes off the racetrack. And I don't think he was trying to get out of Wienen's way. I think he was bummed that Hogue was stuck there, so now Wienen into the lead. I don't know what Hogue could have done. Oh, Thomas Brown so angry about this. The goggles, rider stuck in his way in the track. He thinks, or he thought, this moto win was his. Hetrick still trying to get the Honda started. If he can just get it across the line, that could make the difference between him being scored ahead of some of the other riders who have had problems. Hogue getting towed off. Wienen, through all the chaos, wins the moto and the overall. I'll tell you what, it's beyond luck when you do it year after year. Once again, things have fallen in Wienen's favor. Hetrick, what? They got that quad started again. Credited with 10th in the moto and 2nd overall. Here's your winner.
Walnut 2019, we came out with a 2-1 overall today. Really good points day. The heavens opened up and they rained on us pretty much the whole morning pretty much. And man, My Yamaha's working so good today, and tough start that first moto, but we battled our way back to second, and second moto we started out front with second, made our pass for the lead going into the last lap, and we ended up with the overall. And my son's birthday tomorrow, I had to do it for him, and I'm just so happy with the day's result and the whole team, and thank you guys, and looking forward to Unadilla.
It's actually pretty decent, and about lap 3 or 4, my bike started smoking a little bit. I don't know if I had a hole in the radiator or something happened. It still finished the race. I had a little issue down bottom. It bogged out on me, and I couldn't get it fired with electric start. Kicked it one time, it fired right up, and I finished the race. And luckily I didn't get towed back, because I wouldn't have been up here on the podium. Happy to be up here, happy to finish, and earn another second place spot. So we're heading into Unadilla next, one of my better tracks. Ready to try to pull a 1-1 there and have some fun.
And the mud definitely helped me get up there. It's the equalizer, but these fast guys, you can't put in fast laps when you're in the mud, and I was just not making a lot of mistakes in the first one and was being consistent and just got up on the front. And then the second moto, I knew where I had to be, and I came out 9th and just started making passes and got up here. And it's the first pro rookie to be up on the box this year, just so stoked about it, ready to go to Unadilla and try to do it again.
Nice, 3-6 scores put the Texan on the overall podium. Here's the Maxxis race recap. Jeffrey Rastrelli led the first moto. Goggle problems led to more mistakes, and that put Ford into the number 1 spot. He would eventually, though, yield to Hedrick, who would catch him. It's your Maxxis race recap. Thomas Brown had equipment problems. Here's Hedrick getting the lead from Ford. Riders stuck. Didn't even see Chad Wienen early in this one, but he would come through for second behind Hedrick, a dominant moto win. Good start for the Yamahas of both Brown and Wienen in moto number 2. Alan Myers gets tipped early on. Brown was going for it, jumping the triple. Then Hedrick's machine, while battling for top 5, starts to steam. Brown has problems with the goggles as Hedrick's bike stops running, and then a rider stuck in the way of Brown. He's not happy, had to ditch the goggles also, and through it all, Wienen goes on to get it with a 2-1 score, and look at the points lead now. Almost 30 points. It's all pointing north for this series. They're headed to New York, and it's also pointing up for Chad Wienen, your overall winner. For everyone at Racer TV, I'm Jason Wygant. Thanks for watching.